Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Hard Coder. So in this video, we will learn the rest of the things of our to-do list app. So that is that we are now previously we are storing the task data in the local storage. Now we will store that all the data in the database. Means if you saw my previous video, we have created one video. I have created one video. That video is related to to-do list API. Okay, so that in the previous video I have indicated that user authentication API to this project, and now that to-do list API I will integrate with this project. So then the whole our to-do list project is ready to deploy, but we will not deploy okay, because that is a demo project. Okay, so you can say that code. So first we need to bring Axios because for to-do list we are not using Redux because that is one single page. Means single page means only one single screen is there. That to-do list. I mean in that only single screen, like sorry, npm run there. Then what happened? Okay, sorry. Content name. So our server has started. Okay. So I am talking about this screen. So you guys know, like in this screen, we can add task, okay, and we can delete, edit, complete all those operations we can do from this screen. So that's why we are using directly Axios to get the data and send the data, store the data. All every operation we are using Axios directly. Not we are not using Redux. But if you saw my the previous video that user authentication, so in that video I have used Redux. So if you want to learn Redux, then you can see that video. Or in later I will come with more videos, more projects. So in that project I will use Redux. Okay. So we need to bring Axios here. Okay. So import Axios. Okay. So we need loader also because it will sometime it will take time to fetch the data. So that time we are running I will run loader, right? So import components loader. So where is the use effect? So in this use effect, now you can see we are fetching the data from that local storage, right? But now we are fetching the data from the database. Okay. So The state task should be like data. In this data dot. Okay, why data dot data? Because we are sending that data in the data variable. So that data means hold the object what we got the what we got from the response. Okay, and in that response, the data is another variable. So in that data variable, that array is there, and so whole task array is there. Okay, so in function tasks, and this should be okay. User info is not there. No issues. We already got that information. User login. So user login. Another thing, this fetching means that fetching operation, the task we are calling only single time. Why? Because if we are calling multiple times, then some error will happen or something will happen, right? So that's why we are calling in a single time. So that's why we are creating another use effect. Okay. So this is the effect. We are calling single time. That's why that dependency array will be black. Okay. So this thing, this is not needed because the route is not authenticated yet. Okay. So just cut this and paste over. Okay. So we already bring the data from the database. Okay, and we already set the task in our the task we have state. Okay, so this part is done. Another thing, now we are just, this is the update the old task, this is a create new task, right? So everything is okay, whatever is there. We are storing the data in database only, not local. So we are replacing that local storage to our data, right? So go to that this submit handler. So in the submit handler, first is the update task, right? So this is the update task. So first update the tasks. Just okay. You don't need config. Okay. So we just not storing the data in the local storage. And another is we are this config is not needed. Nothing. We just replacing local storage without database like that. Now, yeah, previously I have used local storage to store the data. Now I have used API to store the data in our database, right? So this save task to local storage is not needed. Okay. So this is a new task. So for the update task, that ID previously I have used that ID in date.now, right? And now I got ID, I have an ID, right? So that ID should be the t.task, it should be data.data.task, data dot data dot task, right? And ID should be data dot id, data dot data dot underscore id. And for new task, that new task comma then data dot data. So update task is done, create new task is also done. Now that delete one is left and that complete one is left. So for delete, same thing we need to do. Just delete the tags, and if that data is a success, then filter the tags. And for complete means we need to update that state active to means active to false or active false to, right? So same update API we can use, right? So config is not needed. So for complete text, we need three things. Task ID, okay. So for complete, we need task ID, and another is active. Okay. So yeah, so it is done. Okay. Now go to that complete handler function. It's where from where I have called. So in here, just we need to pass task ID. We means we need to pass task ID and task.active. Okay. For delete handler also, task.id. This should be task. All will be underscore id, right? Because Mongo is written underscore id. Yeah, so we have done. Now we need to test. So go to that browser. So in this browser, you can see just we have reload. So whatever tag is present in database, it's come. This came already. So if you want to store, like you can open that local storage. You can see now data is not storing the local storage. So you go to the application, local storage. Only user info storage is there. Okay. So you can see like I have reload, that loader is running, and then this data is coming from the backend. So go to the network. See, no, not that one. This one. Okay, so you can get another one like task A. Let's store. Like see that we are calling to API, and if you want to update, that's B. That update is done. You can see again I have called API for update, and if you want to complete, again another API is calling the text. Okay, so it's completed. Or if you want to delete them, click on delete. So in this video, you have learned about that Axios React, how we can how you can or you can call the API for fetching or storing the data. I have already told we have this. I have don't use Redux for this project is for this, but I have used Redux for user authentication that you have saw in the previous video. If you not, then go to the previous video and you can see. So thank you everyone. If you like, then subscribe my channel, support us, and like this video. Thank you.